Weekend betting edition. We're back again to give you some more advice that's worth
This is
so
Thanksgiving,
much.
isn't it?
Yes.
Why are we home eating food rather and watching games? Well,
There are some big football games that people got to know about. There's so many games this week on the betting edition,
know.
and it's so when you think of that many games, how is it possible that the three of us have properly researched all those games to give you the best advice? The answer is it just likely didn't happen.
You know, the other problem is with that, if you're a gambler, this is a tough time because you can't help yourself. It's like a guy who's addicted to drugs. I mean, it's there's so many games. What are you going to do? You can't pull yourself away.
Well, let's get to the menu because Thanksgiving's all about menus. We start with the Turkey Day NFL games. As always, Detroit hosting. This time it's the Green Bay Packers, two teams that seem to be unable to really locate who they actually are. Detroit, a 2.5-point home favorite.
Sounds about right. I look at these Thursday games, and I think the home team has a huge advantage.
Yep.
I don't think either of these teams are playing that well, but I'm going to lay the 2.5 and take the Lions.
I think that line is totally backward and wrong. I think the Packers should be favored in this game. I know they're playing at Detroit, and people that don't gamble much know that really this is an even spread.
Right.
Because you get 2.5 points
home team
for
being
your
at home
advantage. I got the Packers not only staying within 2.5 points or whatever that is, but they're going to win the game. They're going away. The Lions are not the Lions of last year.
And the Packers are the team that in the last 6 weeks has lost at home to the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns.
Not a good look.
That's why they're rested and ready.
They've been coasting. You look at their records, though, and both teams, this could be a survival game for either of these teams as far as preseason picks to go to the NFC playoffs. So we'll see. I'll go with Ron, though. I'll ride with Ron and take the Lions at home.
Don't ever ride with me when it comes to gambling.
Give them the 2.5. Then the game, people are saying this may be the most watched regular season game in NFL history.
Really?
Bringing the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas
Who said that?
Cowboys.
I'd like to know.
Jim
Did you
Nance.
say it?
Jim Nance said it.
Hello, friends.
And he'll be on the call.
Because
But
they're
you-
two of the most hated teams.
Not people like to watch him and like to hate him.
Not to
Exactly.
knock Jim Nance.
God.
And not,
Jim Nance
is good.
said this was
Has Jim
because
Nance,
he's doing the
has
game.
he ever said anything like profound?
Not
Oh,
that I
he's my
recall.
friend. He wrote
Well, hey, come on now.
forward
Everybody's
version.
your friend. Jim Nance, has he ever said anything really profound? Has he ever gone after anybody? Has he ever taken anybody? He's the Teflon
But that's not
man.
what he's supposed to do.
I know he hosts the Masters and football, but I mean at least Joe Buck, who say what you want about Joe Buck. Joe Buck is not afraid
Stick
to
his neck out.
Yes, maybe it's because of my background. I know what Jim Nance is supposed to do, but Joe
how
Buck
do you think
goes
he
after.
kept a job for 45 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Because he.
So
Because he doesn't offend anybody.
As far as being on a late afternoon on Thanksgiving Day, two big franchises.
Good game.
I think he's right. It will be the most watched regular season game in history. There are more people around, too. It's funny because both these teams right around 500. Chiefs a game over. The Cowboys 5-5-1, dead at 500. I think both teams are surprised to be at 500. The Cowboys in a positive way, the Chiefs in a negative way. To be
The
at
Cowboys
500.
on Sunday were, a 3-point home underdog?
And
won the game straight up in incredible fashion. I don't know who's going to win this game. I'm going to take the Cowboys and the points just because I think it's going to be a close game.
Woody?
I think that's bullshit.
You probably do.
I think the Chiefs are going to win.
I'm here to.
The Chiefs have kind of, I think, righted the ship.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys suck. That's just my personal opinion. It's Kansas City's favored by 3. I like that. I like that. I would take Kansas City.
I like the
and-
Chiefs, too. I just think their defense is more
Well,
durable.
I
The
like
Cowboys,
being the only guy that likes the Cowboys.
in this group, if you pick
Yeah.
against us, you're
Hey,
probably
this
good.
game, take whatever you want. It's
The night game.
Hey, but the only reason to watch this game, and a lot of America
What?
will, is because Joe Burrow
Yeah.
is probably going to play in this game.
That's why you'd watch.
Well,
a game.
I mean, if you're a football fan, I mean,
he's been hurt a lot over the last 2-3
Yes.
years.
Well, so's Lamar Jackson.
For the guy that was going to be one of those future faces of the NFL, it's been a spotted kind of career.
well, he had the greatest college
Ravens
season
are coming.
anybody ever had.
The Ravens are coming. Look out, Pittsburgh. The Ravens are coming. They are now in first place.
A week ago, he had Pittsburgh winning the division. Now the Ravens are coming. They've already come.
So
they're going to win the
Well,
division.
I was in concussion protocol.
But if you look at the Bengals, you'd think, why are they even bringing Joe Burrow back unless he's 100% healthy? Because they're 3-8.
Because guys want to play.
But I'm also saying they might look around and go,
Because-
we could still win the division.
No, I think it's the case of the Bengals are saying we don't want the Cleveland Browns to be worse than us and get a higher draft choice. I think that's a fight for a draft choice is what.
Could be. And
Yeah.
T. Higgins is out for the Bengals, which will make a difference, although
Let's move on to a
Jamar
good game.
Chase
Let's
is
move on to a
Got a
good
Friday
game.
game
Bears
this week
and
as well.
Eagles.
This is you got to have your Amazon Prime on to see the Bears and Eagles. The Bears have surprisingly made their way there to the top, both 8-3. The NFC now, the Bears are there. Everyone's a game behind the Rams, but the
they
Bears
remind
are
me of
right
the Broncos a little bit. They figure out ways to win games.
there. They have.
Yeah, they don't maybe do it in spectacular fashion, but they figure out ways to win. Ben Johnson has done an excellent job with this team and with Caleb Williams.
Philly's up and down too. I think you take the Bears, you
I
take
do
those
too.
7 points, and you look for them to play well in
I'm
Philly.
gonna take the touchdown.
I can't sit here. Natasha,
Good
would
conscience.
you take over for me?
No, go Birds.
What do
think that
we
means
what do
Eagles.
we always
Eagles.
say? The team that you should go with is the team that has to win the
Has to
game.
win the game.
Guess who has to win this game?
The Bears.
Who's playing at home? No. Who is playing at home? Who just got beat by the Cowboys? Who needs to prove themselves again? That's the
There's a
Eagles.
reason they lost to the Cowboys,
Yeah.
though. They had a 21-0 lead in Dallas and let that get away. There
there
are
is
problems
something-
all season
there's
in Philly.
Some dysfunction in Philadelphia. I don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurts and all these stories I read, but something's going on there.
All right, let's get to Sunday. Take a look at the National Football League. This is
It's
the
good.
49ers.
Could I mention? Do you remember Little Anthony
and the
the
Imperials?
Imperials?
Yeah.
What was their most famous
Going
song?
out of my head.
Oh, I think
Going
it hurt
out
so
of
bad.
my head.
It hurts so bad.
Oh, hurt so bad.
Hurts. So I guess you're saying hurts so bad.
Jalen Hurts. So
Well,
bad.
didn't,
Just
what
put a
was-
comma in there.
Sorry, that was me interrupting.
I think it was
Yeah.
Mellencamp.
49ers and the
Bad,
Browns.
didn't he? Yeah,
He did hurt so good.
Hurt so good.
Yeah.
Hurt so good, hurt so bad. Isn't it all the
As long
same?
as it hurts.
Yeah.
Let's go to Cleveland. The Shador Show will continue. The 49ers off of their Monday night win. Somehow, some way, the 49ers keep patching together a team good enough to win. And if you're going to have a road game this time of year, you like to be in Cleveland.
49ers didn't look great the other night.
Just the 3
Brock
interceptions.
Purdy throwing the 3 picks. Maybe because I'm going to root for Shador. I have no feel on this game whatsoever. Take the home team and the points.
I have a feeling for this game. We invited Mike Shanahan to join us this week, and he chose not to.
Politely.
And I think
Politely.
I think he's trying to help the 49ers. I think he's because you know that when they practice, the 49ers send
Mike
the films, and he helps coach that team. And Kyle, it's his father, and he's the mastermind. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. The Browns they stunk. They're awful.
Well,
I know they won last week.
But if you didn't like Brock Purdy, Myles
But they were
Garrett will
playing
probably
the-
take him out of the game at some point, and you'll be back to Mac. Mac Jones will come
Plus,
in.
the Browns have a halfway decent defense.
I'll say they get after you. So I'll just take the under on that one.
But he likes the Niners.
Okay. Let's go to Carolina, the Panthers, who somehow are in the playoff picture, and the Rams, who sit atop the NFC. The Rams a hefty 10-point pick on the road.
That's hard for me to believe.
10 points on the road in the
I
National
mean,
Football
the
League.
Rams are going
Against the team above 500.
The Rams will be in the Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl.
we think. They're the best team in the NFC. Panthers are looking better. I can't believe it's 10 points because the Panthers are not a terrible team this year.
Bryce Young looked like he still had some of that stuff that doesn't help you win on the Monday night game.
I think I take the Panthers and the points because I just don't think it's going to be.
You don't get many home 10-point dogs in the NFL.
It lets you know what they think of the Rams, doesn't it?
Rams are a unit right now. They are playing the best football. Certainly, there's a reason they're 9-2. But laying 10 points never seems like.
I'm going to go with Woody. I would take the 10, but I would not bet the game because I wouldn't be stunned if the Rams went in there and cleaned up.
Put a 31.
Yeah.
This is not going to be the most watched game.
No.
No, it will not.
I was going to bet on the under, but not on the 46 and a
good
half.
game.
I was going to bet. I was going to bet on the
game
under
here?
for the TV ratings.
This is a sneaky good game here.
Texans
The
have come alive.
Have come alive, and they've got 2 left with the Colts. Daniel Jones is starting to go downhill. The Texans have won 3 in a row with their backup quarterback. Now, I don't know what C.J. Stroud's situation is this week. He's been in concussion protocol for almost a month, but I kind of like the Texans in the points.
Yeah, the Colts look shaky in
not only
spitting
that,
up
Tom,
that game.
The Texans' defense is the
it's
real deal.
They're real. I think the Colts, the way they lost this game last week to the Kansas City Chiefs, their coach and their quarterback came up short. They forgot they had the best player maybe in the National Football League in Jonathan Taylor.
Well, but I think Andy Reid gave you the template. You make sure that you contain Jonathan Taylor and you challenge Daniel Jones to beat you.
But the Texans are a tougher defense than they faced in Kansas City.
Yes.
And Kansas City was able to dictate Jonathan
so what
Taylor.
will the Texans do?
Exactly. So I like the Texans.
Okay.
I like them going into Indy. Tough place to play. And I like them to cover that.
John Fox told me an interesting aspect of the game when he was the coach of the Broncos. He said, you simplify it. It is a game of matchups. And what you want to do is take away their best player, whatever that takes, meaning double teaming,
Right.
Yeah.
that you chip him, whatever. And he was very successful here. I mean, and also with the Panthers, where he got to Super Bowls. He didn't win any, but he was a damn good coach, and I liked listening to him. I think that what you do with the Texans, you're already a good defense. Take Taylor out of the game again, like the Chiefs did, and you win this game.
Yeah. And they will get that number 51 Anderson. They'll get after Daniel Jones and
I
they'll
think the
force
Colts
some
are
mistakes.
you're talking about Daniel
shaky.
Jones and the Colts are on the way. They're down.
Kind of the
And
Sam Darnold
They're going
track.
to lose 4 more games, I think, because they got 3 on the road that are
Yeah, they have
tough.
some tough games left.
So before the game, because I thought they were going to lose to the Chiefs, I said they're going to lose 4 games, so they will be.
It's going to come down to the
yeah.
Broncos and the Patriots.
and the
for
Patriots.
You would
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
All right, Bills and Steelers, another good AFC matchup. Buffalo going down to Pittsburgh. Buffalo a 4-point favorite. Is it Mason Rudolph again?
Probably. Although Aaron Rodgers, it might be Aaron Rodgers, but neither of these teams instills a lot of confidence lately.
The Bills are going to have to, at some point, start playing like a team that wants to win playoff games, if they are, in fact, a team that's going to win playoff games. But so far this year, they seem like they've drifted, struggled to even, Josh Allen does his thing, but his accompanying cast hasn't, and their defense hasn't stood. So Steelers coming off the loss in Chicago. Buffalo, a 4-point favorite on the road. That's an ugly line to try to pick.
It is. I really don't have a strong feeling on
Bills.
this game.
Bills.
I would take
Josh
the
Allen
Bills,
went
probably.
back to Wyoming. They retired his jersey.
He cussed out CSU.
Yes.
And that is why
Well, that was fun.
Bills will cover.
That was funny. And he said it still sucks.
Oh, you can say it.
Yeah. It sucks to be the Rams, or fucks to be the Rams.
Yeah.
But that's what he would say when he was at Wyoming. So
Yeah.
he was actually being funny. He was not bringing up something. I mean, it's like Rocky Top, Tennessee.
The problem I have with Josh Allen, I watched that
He's got a-
Houston game. He ran into a lot of those sacks.
Yeah.
Trying to make a play when you're
He
better
was-
off just throwing the ball
He was
away.
being like Shador. He was all
just-
over the field.
Yeah,
I think that
He
shows the
all over the
frustration
place.
that he's had this year with their offense at times not really clicking.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He was thrilled that Stephon Diggs left a couple years ago. I wonder if he looks at those receivers today.
Says,
He
"Where's
doesn't.
Steph?"
He kind of wishes he had him back.
But he may have to run for 5 and throw for 5.
Yes.
Yeah, we did the run for 3, throw for 3.
I think that Rodgers will come back, and this is good. Here's the bet.
Here it
Over.
is.
Silence. Over. Game is going to be 35
you sounded like
39.
Donald Trump when you said silence. I thought you were going to say quiet piggy.
Did you?
That's what I'm going to say to the ham Thursday. Quiet, piggy. I'm about to eat you.
Well, we're almost into December, so next month's house payment we can't bet yet.
Hey, I'm going to take the Broncos. Let me get right out here. I need to make Rod Smith happy. I'm taking the Broncos, especially knowing that, and I read this last night, that Marcus Mariota will be the Washington quarterback.
Well, you mentioned Rod Smith, who wasn't happy with you picking against the Broncos at KC, but Rod Smith, we always remember his first touchdown catch at the gun against Washington.
Yep.
John
what a
Elway
good
threw
memory.
it up. And
That was like 89 yards or something, wasn't it?
It was
like a
at the end of the
45-yarder.
game, and I remember
Darryl Green was on him.
Darryl Green. We all went into the locker room, and we're all saying to each other, "Which guy is Rod Smith?"
And now we know.
Is he the guy that played quarterback at like Central Missouri?
He's
or
the
Eastern
guy
Time?
who is still one of my all-time favorite players. Won the award, never missed an off-season workout, just played his ass off for a decade to become one of the better receivers ever.
And does belong in the
Yep.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. However, there's such a list of wide receivers.
Did you see that list that just came out yesterday, the 25 finalists?
Yes,
There's
I
not a
did.
Bronco on it.
No.
Not a Bronco on it. Made the 25.
And
get gypped often.
their former center deserves to be there. Just to point what were you talking about?
About the
Steve?
Broncos Commanders?
Yes, that I didn't get to say. Here's my stat of the week. They have won those games since they beat Cowboys. They have won the games by a total of 16 points.
I
So
know.
laying 6.5 is
Yes,
hard.
is a lot.
Washington looks like a
it
mess.
is
So
a
that's
lot
what
on
I
the
wanted to say is they're not winning. They're winning by 1, 2, and 3 points.
Yeah.
Look at that. Minus
I know, it's a
6.5
lot.
on the road. Broncos
Woody,
win.
I
think it's a
refer
field
you
goal
to those
game.
numbers next to the Commander's name there.
Mm-hmm.
They are 3-8. And if you look at some of their games, they haven't been all that competitive when Jaden Daniels is not there.
Yeah,
they're
they've
like
been-
a different team.
They've been in a bit of chaos this year with all that. So
But I agree that it's a lot of points. It is.
probably be a
especially-
stiff money line
Well,
bet.
don't you
Yeah,
think
money line.
there's this little inside secret, though, that the coach of the Commanders is pissed at the Broncos that they didn't hire him
Oh,
that first year.
Well,
Well,
that
he'll coach him
changes
up.
everything. Dan,
He'll
come
coach
in.
him up. Sunday night football.
Oh, now
Okay.
we go to rah sis boom ba college football.
So we did all the pros. We're going back to Friday, Saturday now, all the college football games that you want to bet. And there's all these rivalry games. And that's the thing. You take these games and you look at them on one level, offense, defense, how they've played this year, all this stuff. And then you look at, and then there's the history of the rivalry. Like you think of Georgia Tech. 8 overtimes last year. Haynes
Yeah,
King
well, you know
kept
what?
Georgia
I think
Tech
of
in it all the
Georgia
way.
Tech watching them Saturday night when Woody and I were picked them strongly, and I looked up and it was 28-0 Pittsburgh.
Not a
so
great
the,
Pittsburgh
The
team.
hell with Georgia Tech. Go Dogs. Cover that 13.5.
The Ramblin' Wreck is a wreck.
And I say ditto.
Well, let's do the Dogs on that one. Now we go to A&M
Well,
traveling.
game here.
That's a good, yes.
A&M
Good
goes to
game.
Yeah,
Austin.
that's one you want to see.
A&M
Yes.
unbeaten, a 2.5-point pick.
I may take that one in.
I told you guys
You were
6
on
or 7 weeks
A&M
on, and I said
long time
A&M is the most disrespected or even unsuspected team in college football. And they're now third. They're still undefeated. They're going to beat Texas. They're better than Texas. They have a better defense. They got a great defense.
Now they were getting waxed 30-3 in their last game at halftime, and came back and won the game.
Well, and that's another thing they can do is they can come back in games.
proven.
Hey, one thing about Arch Manning, though, is he joined Jameis Winston as two guys this weekend that threw touchdown passes and caught touchdown
Didn't
passes.
Bo Nix do that in his rookie year?
He
Didn't
caught
think
one to
Bo
start
Nix,
against I
yeah.
think
And
Chargers.
I think he
maybe.
ran for one, and I think
Yeah.
he may have thrown one.
So you like the Aggies,
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Ron?
Ditto.
You going with the Aggies?
Yeah, you can't. It's so tough.
No, I can't.
Well, just be like Jim Nantz and not give an opinion.
Just be like Jim Nantz. Just go right on.
I'm gonna take the over.
All right.
Over 51 and a
51, there
half.
you
Let's
go.
do that.
That's
I-
out of the
that-
Woody
that's
Page
not a bad-
playbook. I
yeah.
like
All right,
that.
this one always think of this as being a good showdown. It reminded me of our fellow partner here on Gorilla Sports, Jake the Snake, back when these games mattered. Jake Plummer used to play in these games. Teddy Bruschi over on the other side of the ball for the Wildcats. Arizona traveling to Tempe. Arizona is a 1.5-point road favorite.
You're talking about Jake Plummer, the most famous Broncos quarterback in history that didn't do anything. Also played at Arizona
At Arizona,
or Arizona State.
famous quarterback.
Brock?
Brock Osweiler?
Brock. It's ASU.
ASU,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both these teams have something in common. They've both beat CU.
Handily.
That doesn't make them special.
I didn't want to rub their nose
Yeah.
in it. Handily is correct.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I'll just take the home team here. I'll take Arizona State. It's a
I'll take the over. Look for a shootout.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the coach at Arizona more than I like the coach at Arizona State.
Those are the rivalries.
Okay, here's a game
Oh,
I
I'm
actually
sorry.
do have.
I'm taking Arizona State.
Arizona. I agree with you.
Nobody cares what
I
I
think this is an interesting
Oh,
game.
This is a
No.
fascinating game.
Here's the story here. The last time Ohio State lost a football game, it was this game. And there are a sizable amount of Ohio State alum who think, yeah, it's great we won the national title, but who gives a shit? We got beat by Michigan. And that's how they feel.
So last year, this game was in Columbus.
Yes.
It's Ohio State's favored by 9.5. Michigan's ranked this year. Last year, Michigan was worse in
But
Columbus. They must have been 2.5 touchdown.
Ryan Day.
They've
is-
lost 4 straight to Michigan.
Yeah, they have. Ryan Day's got to win this game, or national championships be damned. They'll set his house on fire. And here's what I think is going to happen. I think Ohio State will not call off the dogs in this game. I think they will try to score as many points.
they're up
as they can.
31-3
yes,
late,
and
they're going?
I'll take it. I'll say 41-17 Ohio State.
So you like I like you the Buckeyes and the over as well. We do have to start this time of year, especially in Michigan and places like that, the National Football League, looking at weather. Early forecast on this one would be cold with snow. So that might affect. Ohio
Okay.
State isn't their bruising team they used to be. They throw the football.
I think that Ohio State has been the most boring number one team I remember in my life. Nobody's paying attention to the number one team because they're just running up the score every
They also
week and they're
strangle
playing.
people defensively.
Yeah,
Their
I think
defense.
They
is-
also have become, to Tom's point,
But don't you
they're
don't you know
turning
it?
out the best wide receivers
Who are,
in the
who
NFL.
are people
2 or
talking?
3 a year.
Yes.
People are talking about Notre Dame. People are talking about SEC teams.
Why are people
in
talking
Georgia.
about Notre Dame?
And they're not because that's what
Notre
people do.
Dame, Notre Dame.
I know.
They just run up the scores on weak teams. They're in a
Syracuse.
big
I,
game.
the bet
Yeah.
the bet here is to take Michigan and the points because these teams hate each other and they're going to keep it close. They're not going to you act like they're going to run it up and run it up and run it
Yeah,
up.
'cause
I don't think they can run it up.
I
They're
think they
playing in
can.
Michigan and there's going to be bad weather in the middle of the country and it's not going to be successfully throwing for 300 yards against Michigan. That's not
Sometimes
gonna
it's tough on the DBs.
I-
Sometimes you get a good
I'm
wideout.
going to bet
Yeah,
my
they know,
entire.
the wideout knows where he's going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet it. This is the week. This is the week I'm betting my entire paycheck,
Oh no.
I'm going to go with you. I'm going to take my
and I'm going to
paycheck.
triple my paycheck.
Your
And I'm
paycheck
throwing-
from here?
It's
Yes.
the only one he gets. Yeah, we're going to go against each other because I think the Buckeyes. I do not. I think they will be so ready to play this game.
Oh,
I just know what that fan base is.
certainly
like.
their last best game before the playoff.
You are yes, they're
They're
better
than
team and
Michigan.
everything, but Michigan needs to get up for one game, and this is the game.
Woody?
Did they not do
Woody,
that
you
last
know
year?
what's next?
Yes, I do. Get to it.
Vanderbilt going across the state to take on Tennessee. 2 top 20 teams. Tennessee is favored against Diego Pavia and the Commodores.
I'm 79. I've been a Tennessee fan since I was 1.5. My dad took me to Crump Stadium in Memphis
You
to
add
see,
that up.
see
It's a lot of
Tennessee,
years.
Ole Miss.
It's over
And
50.
I've been a fan ever since. And I went to
At
school
least.
there, and I've been anyway, Tennessee has beaten Vanderbilt in my life like 78 times. Vanderbilt can't be. This is Vanderbilt's best. You can look it up. Somebody at home look it up.
This is
It's-
Vanderbilt's
it is like
This is one of those
best team.
rivalry games, though, where
no, it's not a rivalry.
exactly because it is to Vanderbilt. Tennessee looks at it like them.
Well, as somebody once said, it's not a rivalry between the hammer and the nail.
That was Nebraska. Never thought it was a rivalry with
See,
right,
Colorado.
right. And then what happened?
They had to be forced into a
Yeah.
rivalry.
They've had their nose rubbed in it.
Tennessee's going to win this game.
Hey, let me ask you: is
Nothing like
Tennessee is
I'm
kind of-
sorry.
wait.
No. And how old did you say that you are? Because the number actually, Tennessee leads, and this says 79-32-5. So Vanderbilt with 32 wins, Tennessee with 79.
So they've been playing since
Long
just
time.
after the Civil War.
yeah.
I'm going to
So
say
they
Vanderbilt
won
still
time.
has a chance.
I'm 79 and they've won 79. I think Vanderbilt won those games in the late 1800s.
They were better then. That's why they got the name. They were Commodores
That's the thing. I guess I should have looked up modern era, maybe.
for the last 75
Vanderbilt's
years.
a really good team this year. They've had some good teams. when
And their
Franklin was
quarterback
down
is a Heisman
But
Trophy
I'm
candidate.
telling you that Tennessee's a better. That has nothing to do
yeah,
with
they've
me
played
being a fan.
118 times since 1892.
Oh man, I remember that first
Woody's
one.
being
It was
unbiased.
windy that
Hey,
day.
guess what?
Unbiased with
I
his
was
pick
at
of
the.
Tennessee.
I think I was at the fourth game.
But if you look at one thing on this board that stands out is that over under is north of 60. I mean, they are expecting an air show
Ton
here.
of points.
Yeah. So
Well, Tennessee started off last week and they had a 31-0 lead at halftime, and they didn't score again because they just pulled it back. We
Right.
don't need it. We got Vanderbilt coming, so I think the under is the number there because they're not both. They want to score a lot of points, but they don't.
yeah.
Take the under on that. Take Tennessee. Tennessee's not going to win. Tennessee wants to go to the Sugar Bowl, which has no meaning anymore.
Vanderbilt wants to get into the playoff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They want to go to the playoffs. Tennessee just wants to go to the
But
Sugar
you always
Bowl.
say whoever wants it more. Don't you think Vandy wants this more than Tennessee? Going to the,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But there are exceptions to the rule. I want to win Powerball more
There's a
than
little
anybody else.
known-
That doesn't mean I'm going to win
There's
Powerball.
a little known codicil in the favor college. All right, so
I told you I hate Vanderbilt. Why would
I
not
know
get-
that. That's why I wanted to see.
You
what
know, Woody said Tennessee called off the Dogs after they scored 31. You know, I was watching DU, Denver University, which I'm proud of. I live here.
Play
And they-
football?
no, basketball. And they upset
CSU up
on
there.
Saturday night. So the other night, my kid who's a gambler calls me and says, he says, DU is getting 34 points against
Arizona.
second-ranked Arizona. I said, are you going to do it? He goes, yeah. So I turned the game on, and it's like 40-5 at one point. It's 56-28 at the half. And to your point, Arizona in the second half just said, go ahead and score. We'll just trade baskets with you. We just want to get done.
They win by
And they're
25.
playing guys out of the band. They won by 30, and he won his bet.
So, but you think that? Well, I think most people think Vandy Tennessee will be a tighter game.
I-
Like
I-
the
yeah.
dog calling off isn't in most people's forecast for this game.
Not for this game. No, I think I like Vandy. I'm pulling for Vandy.
Hey Woody, while you're sitting over there, I want to let people know about what's on the blackboard, the chalkboard behind you. We should read that out for our listeners.
see
It
it?
says, "My toilet seat was stolen. Don't know who did it. I got nothing to go on."
Oh,
There you
God.
go. There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
have to.
Okay.
You have to be really smart to figure out these.
That one's for the higher educated.
College
What else do
football.
we have? Can we hurry up? I have to go to the bathroom. Let's get through this quickly.
Just because of that? That got you in the
Yeah.
in the mood? Well, hopefully
I got
it's
some
one of
pills
those
you can
weeks
take.
where everybody, you don't have to get rich quick, but you want to get rich. So you can
Yeah.
take your time.
Are we done with the games?
I think that's it. I think we've
that
run,
it?
run the
Yeah.
wrap.
Good. I can. go
Yeah,
to the
so,
guys actually
so
did
we're
rapid
with,
fire.
So I can tell you one story. So I had a problem getting up to urinate in the middle of the night, so I go to the urologist at UC Health. And I said, you got something to, really, this is not a joke. I said, you got something to help me? He said, sure, yeah. I'll give you a year's worth. Great. Is this some miracle drug? Yeah. It's Cialis. And I said, but Cialis is for something else. He said, well, that's a bonus. And so I go, he said, come back and see me in a month. So I go back and he says, I said, you're right. I said, maybe get up once during the night. Maybe not even once. I said, but I don't mind getting up because I walk past the mirror and go, oh.
God, there's so many things.
He said, I told you there was a bonus to
bonus.
that. Cialis was started as with the purpose of
This would being a heart medication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, it's got so many other things. And I went,
Well, and that's going to wrap up our holiday edition.
Oh,
Thank
I
God,
thought we
'cause
were.
I
Yeah,
gotta
happy
go.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
I didn't know, are we still on the air? I didn't know.
Yeah, no, we're still rolling. Good luck out there with all the insight we
I'm
added.
just helping him because he said he
Yeah.
had to pee.
Tom, wrap this up quickly.
Don't listen to this with your family.
Ron's got to go. We all have to go, but
now.
Ron's got to go.
Oh my goodness.
You can always reach us at ATH at gorillasports.net.
Will you
Thanks for
hurry up?
joining us. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.